Hey, we are live. Right, I'm actually all set up today. I'm all ready to go. Hey Wascals, how are you? Oof. Ooh, probably should have gone for that first one. Probably should have gone for that first one. That can get to the bottom. Well, at least we've got stuff to play here. The stuff in the last list was just... sorry, in the last hand was... Oh, interesting. Was kind of mad. It was just all ramp. That's a good draw off the top. If we get to keep it, then we might do well. Ooh, just got all the card draw, all the cantrips. Get that 4/4 out quickly. Yep, that's good. And the rekindling Phoenix. Gonna see if he blocks this. He's not going to. Hey Ross, how's it going, man? What was the rules? I never saw that. Rules? The rules. What am I missing? This is such a weird, like, one a red deck this. He's got skewed critics. No self-advertisement or something or other? I'm not sure. It might just be the bot taking over the channel. The bot's rising up. What is this nonsense? Why are we dying so hard? Now we can win on the next turn, so it's either he has to or I get to. This is crazy. Getting a gutter snipe out and just pinging me for loads of damage. You may draw some cards, because otherwise I'm going to die. He has a lot of cards. Oh my god. Got absolutely manhandled there. Yeah, I have no idea what those rules are, man. I assume they come from the bot, the Streamer Labs bot. We got absolutely... Good to say red deck is fun. I mean, we would have won that if we'd have drawn a Domri. Like, it's all we needed to draw was the Domri. We would have got there, and we were only one turn off winning anyway. But we actually had like a reasonable start to that. Yeah, I think we'll keep this. We got Phoenix, we got Crags. Might as well get this man out, watch him die on the next turn. Hey Baka, how's it going, man? Have I heard the news? What news? What news are we talking about? So Firebrand gets tapped, kills this, yeah. Airport news? Hey Memphis, how's it going, mate? Airport news? No. The me coming to Gaffney's. Ah, you coming over, man? That's good. Awesome. Flight is on the 23rd. Nice. Are you going to stay at Gav's house? Nobody told me. A non-magic player hating him on a red. That's because it's probably because the first two decks we've played have been on a red. Oh, damage to the face. I have to block this. I have zero choice. Man just nearly killed me in a single turn. Like, if he draws anything, I'm dead. If he does anything of worth, I'm dead. I haven't even got a single... Oh, of course he draws it, yeah. Red deck is hard to be rude. Play one colour, point spells at face. So what are you going to do while you're a Gavs backer? Awesome, man. Getting shagged. I think it's nice round by Gavs as well.
Lunch.
No attacks. The double lightning strike. Nice. With the Spellbreaker. 5 onto Kiora. No, just 5 to the face.
One drop ripples and grows.
Some card draw going. Double Ronus. We can use the Domri on the next turn to fight it there. Experimental Frenzy's out. Don't think we win this one either. We go Domri here.
It's a beautiful day for chaos, isn't it? Ooh, I rather
Get him to fight this. And then just hold up the blocker, I think. That's all we can do. Manchester's pretty famous for that. So we got 3 damage to the face here. Yeah. And then what else has he got? Has he got skewer? Something? Just plays another Wizard's Lightning. Gets to play a land.
Oh, I wish you could see your face while I'm beating you. You think I'm crazy? Wait till you see my mates. Oh, there'll be nothing but dust left when I'm done.
Gonna need more than double Ronus and double Domri to win this. So I think I'm probably gonna change some stuff now. Getting really absolutely manhandled by Mono Red. So I think we need to change some of the ramp. There's too much ramp. Really sinking through the tiers now. So I gotta change something. I can't keep it as it is. I'm not going to bother changing tapped out before. I'm not going to bother changing tapped out anymore because I just can't be bothered. The deck list as it was for last season was fine. I'll work on something new now. So I think Kiora probably stays. I think we probably get rid of one Domri. I don't really want to get rid of Domri. No, I'm gonna get rid of one Kiora. I'm gonna get rid of Grazer. That then gives me enough space for some other stuff, and I think what I probably want to do is maybe I keep one Kiora and just get rid of the Grazer and go for the other Rekindling Phoenix. That is harder to get rid of, though. I mean, that is harder to get into. What have we got? What have we got that we can actually play? Why is black even enabled? Raging Regisaur. When it attacks, it deals 1 damage to any target. Interesting. I think. What have we not got as well? Let's have a look at the not collected stuff. Because we have our worm that Ross suggested, the Ravager worm, which is quite nice. But it's incredibly expensive. Does kind of work though. Regisaur Alpha as well. Gives me a 3/3 green dinosaur with trample. Just say fuck it and play Bolus. Probably could throw together Grixis actually, but there's like there's a new list up, which is pretty strong. I'm not sure I really want it there. Stu Mono Red, haven't seen that yet. What about green blue? Are we missing anything in green blue? Am I missing out on anything good here? I feel like I am. I feel like there's something in green-blue that should be able to help me win properly. This is too expensive and it kind of goes against what we want to do. What does this do when it transforms? Oh, that just gives a creature trample and flying or whatever. Shark to crab? No, it's all around counters, isn't it? Oh, this. Roller Scapex hybrid. Did someone say mono red? This is pretty damn good. Flying trample enters, put 2/1/1 counters on another creature you control, and when it dies, proliferate twice. Okay, so that I quite like. That's only 5 mana as well. I think my primary issue here is that the incubation druids are worth keeping in because they can go to a 3/5 and tap for 3 mana. But the Llanowar seem to die turn 1 every game without fail. So I'm wondering whether I need to replace those. But the problem is, if I replace Llanowar, is the rest of the stuff that I'm doing even quick enough at that point? Is it even quick enough? And is this better than the worm? It certainly fits in the curve better, but the worm fights stuff. trying my best now. Wascos didn't even remind me today. It's all on me. All on me, mate. Been looking at some of the tools to try and upgrade the stream. I saw one today that Noxious is running that I'd quite like to run. I'm going to try running with the Roll-esque hybrid. I think that makes sense. I'm going to take one Domri out. Sorry, I'll show you Worm now. Worm is this guy here. So when it enters, it's got Riot, so it's got either hexproof or +1/+1 counter. Sorry, haste or +1/+1 counter. When it enters the battlefield, choose up to 1, fight target creature you don't control, or destroy target land with an activated ability that isn't a mana ability. So Second ability hits search for his counter. That's the only real thing that we need to get rid of. And fight target creature works incredibly well, but not so much against the decks that we're losing to. That's my issue with it, is that it's too high on the curve to deal with what we're trying to deal with. So I think we take one Domri out. The Domri is good, but I draw 2 so many times, like way too frequently to warrant it. And I only need one or the other of these. I don't need both. So we've got the Grazers, but they can whiff at times, so are they actually any good? Aside from the memes, of course. Then we've got Bond of Flourishing's pretty nice to pick stuff out of the deck, but it's not really stuff that we need, right? We need mana. We need to protect the ramp mana. So there was a creature that was brought in. That's a hexproof druid somewhere. What memes? Only truth. My chat is truthful and only truthful. Paradise Druid, that's it. So they can't zap it, but it comes out turn 2. Yeah, it's got hexproof, so it will survive at least the turn 3 tap. Sorry, the turn 2 tap, because that's what we want it. Oh no, it'll be turn 3 because yeah, it'll be turn 3. Honestly wish I just had just some like rampant growth. I wish rampant growth was just in standard. That'd be pretty sweet. I know I've got access to growth spiral, but it's not the same because you can't just go and pull a land out the deck. What else have we got here? What else have we got in the 1 section? Maybe a boreal. See, this only puts into hand. That's no good. We need to get things onto the field faster than that. That helps them, not us. I wonder, is the early ramp the right thing to go for, or is something like Pelt Collector better? Because this is what Stompy runs, right? This is what Stompy runs. Yeah, you're gonna have to tap turn 3 with it and Chain Whirler. That's exactly what I was thinking. I think I cut off mid-sentence, but that's exactly what I was thinking. Was turn 3 Chain Whirler's gonna come out and it's just gonna clear everything. I feel like trying to think of how green red ruins my early game. I'm not sure it even does, to be honest. Spellbreakers, yeah. So the spellbreakers are hard, you know. Like we've seen red use like double double lightning strike or lightning strike and shock to get rid of it, which is a huge amount of damage out of hand. And they have to play it on turn as well. But one of the things that Jade Light Rangers, yeah, that's an interesting point. Yeah, Jade Light Rangers. I wonder if we go less Planeswalkers, more Rangers. We have like nearly no life gain as well. We only have 3 cards that life gain. So we've got a Jade Light Ranger here. But you know what? I'm thinking every time we've beaten mono red, we've actually had... I'm pretty sure we've actually had the Grazer out. So maybe we go Grazers instead of Lanoirs for turn 1 plays. And going that route, it makes more sense to go into Wild Guardian and Growth Chambers, doesn't it? Yeah, it does, yeah. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with the 4 Grazer. Yeah, I think it's gonna be better in the matchup as well. That 0-3 body's like really hard, and it's even if it's just nothing, it just gets because the problem is we'll go turn 1 Lanoir and we'll always play the Lanoir, and then we have this dead hand Grazer which we don't need. So I think we go Grazer. We've gone 3 Domri and 2 Kiora. I think that's fine still. Isn't killed by Whirler either. Nope, exactly, yeah. So you can't just go Whirler and then swing and keep tempo. Because that's the thing, innit, right? They're keeping tempo better than us. And we need to like have something sticky on the field to stop the damage coming through. So like he either burns Lightning Strike on this, or Wizard's Lightning, or he just gets blocked. Or he gets blocked and he uses a shock. But either way, he's going to be using a removal spell on this, or like a damage spell on this. Four Grazer, 4 Incubation Druid. Okay. I think we leave that as like that. What else have we got here? Seeing as we're in red, I'm wondering whether we should play burn spells. But it just doesn't really make sense to. Just doesn't feel like we should be playing burn spells. Surprisingly, that might actually work quite well because our card draw is pretty low. Like, we could run 2 of these instead of Kiora, but Kiora helps with the ramp, so... There's nothing here really, is there? There's nothing. And I think that's going to be the way it is. We need to find ways to nullify the damage rather than clearing it, because we can't clear it really. We don't really have anything. Do I want the Rolesk? Or do I want the worm? I don't know. I do not know. I'm feeling one extra land, to be honest, to go up to 25. We're on 24 now, right? 24. Hmm. Nah, 24 is fine. 24 is fine because of the ramp. Even if we're just one turn ahead, that makes all the difference for us. I think I know what I'm going to put in. What was the card we were using before this? That's what we need, really. That's what we need. How many mythic? Oh, I've only got one mythic wild card. Yeah. I think that's what we need. Because we can get to turn 4 pretty easy. Just draw more. Should we open some packs and see what we get? Or do I put... I think I might put 2 Steel Leaf Champions in for now. Because I really want to sort of round that 3 slot off. Kind of wondering whether I rate Kiora anymore as much. I'm not sure. And I'm wondering whether I should do 3 Vivian's Arcbow. I am going to take out 1 Kiora. And I'm going to go... Do I want this Nullhide Ferox or do I want... Do I want another Steel Leaf Champion? This takes me to quite a few 3-cost creatures. I think maybe 6 is probably enough. I think we do it. I think we craft one of these. I'm gonna go Nullhide Ferox. That rounds out the 4-slotted 4 creatures. Token black is beyond a pain as red deck wins. Just chain whirler them. Get the chain whirler going. Whirl the chains. Double chain whirler. Let's. Does Bioessence Hydra need to be here anymore? That's the question. Because this was a combo with Kiora, right? So I think... it probably does. Because it still works with Domri just fine. I think we'll keep this as it is now. Watery Grave turn 1, absolutely Asper. Absolutely. Let's try it. Turn 2 is Gunter. Have you not seen the games I've been playing? You should have killed him by now. 17 damage in a turn. Again, this boar loves coming out in the open hand in doubles, doesn't he? Sorry, I've not missed a mythic. Let's keep this. Let's put that to the bottom. I love this. This is going to be Esper now. Who's your boy? Hey Higgy, how's it going, man? Why have 3 grazers come out? There's only like we're only running these as like what? So what we did, Higgy, was we replaced the Llanowar elves with grazers because we're facing so much mono red that it kind of made sense, right? Put the grazer in, can't die turn 1, and they have to get rid of it turn 2. Now sits out, game over. So we've sank all the way to the bottom of gold 2 by essentially playing oh, hello Windows. Thanks Cortana for telling me about Windows security issues. So the Llanowar elves don't work because we're facing so much mono red. That's the first time we haven't played mono red all night, and we've gone from bottom of gold 1 to just sank to the bottom of gold 2. So the idea was that we'd run Grazer instead of Llanowar elf because it can't die turn 1. It can't die to Goblin Chain Whirler. It has to be lightning striked. And it's a fairly big blocker if we can play it. Now the problem in that last game was just draw. We just didn't we didn't get any red land in any of the opening hands, and for some reason we drew 3 grazers, and I don't know why that was the case. Not Linux Master Race. Yeah. You gotta run Windows if you want to play Magic, boys. It's the rules. So anyway, I mean, I was actually considering before I finished building this. Oh, I've also put in a Nullhide Ferox, and I've put in 2 Steel Leaf Champions as well, and taken out Kiora and a Domri. And I was actually considering putting more forests in then, but apparently we just draw blue lands, so you know. Not using a virtual machine, so I boot up the virtual machine on Windows to boot into Ubuntu to run Wine to play NTGA. That's how you play NTGA on your laptop. Oh my god. Too scared against mono red? Yeah, pretty much. It's dominating the ladder. It's so consistent. It's very, very it's kind of difficult to keep up with, really. About to see it in action here as well. This is the Pyromancer. Right, 2 damage to me. Okay. Day, I'm nearly there, nearly in gold 2 with you. I will stream Sniperino. Aggregates are naturally the best in digital card game ladders, like in Hearthstone. So easy to grind out ranks as long as the deck isn't Dogger. Yeah, and Mono Red is very much the opposite of that. We nearly got killed. We nearly got killed again in a single turn before. So yeah, that was kind of nasty. So all I'm going to do here is hold up blockers until he essentially does something, and I'm going to get Pig out next turn. So much direct damage, it's crazy. So he's going to shock that with his 1 mana. Oh, he's going to skewer it. There we go. Go on, attack me. Oh, he didn't. Shame. Shame. Here we go. Yeah, and like Mono Red isn't Dogger either. It's super effective. It's really, really efficient. I feel like we do this every stream though. Look at the triple Pyromancer. I feel like we do this every stream though. We get to the point where it's like, you know, we're gonna sink all the way to gold 3. And then... Oh my god, really? And then we'll start to climb back up again. I'm gonna do Rootbound. I can do Incubation Druid. Yuki probably wins now, but I have to do something. I can see the direct damage in his hand, I can see the 5 damage in his hand, but I need to do something. Oh, is he going to shock that? Please use the shock on the incubation trade. I'd be so happy. Can only hit you with direct spell. I suppose you got to run out of steam at some point. No, not necessarily. They don't. They just don't run out of steam because they have haste creatures, and yeah, I think he can get enough through there, can't he? No, I can block 2, so he can only get 6 through, or 4 rather, because he didn't attack with this one for some reason. Why didn't I get the chance to transform? Why didn't I get the chance to transform? I had 1, 2, 3, 4 and I could have tapped it and transformed and it didn't give me the chance. Okay. Sure. Hey, we won. That should have given me the transform, sure. Wizard's Lightning my own Chandra to win. Oh yeah, you can do that. Yeah, you can zap your own Chandra. I actually adapt. I technically didn't need to block with it, but the idea was that I would have had another creature up, but for some reason it just didn't want to do that. Yeah, so I played a game yesterday where I had one of those hexproof creatures. When it's on my turn, it's hexproof. I forget what it's called. What's the creature called? Gruul Spellbreaker. I had that out. He had Chandra out. I attacked it with the Gruul Spellbreaker for 4. Took 4 counters off it. So he had to shoot something for 4. Now Chandra's ability isn't a May ability. You have to shoot something for 4, even if it's yourself in the face. And because Spellbreaker gives me hexproof, and I didn't have any Planeswalkers out, he had to shoot his own Chandra so that he didn't take the damage to the face, and killed it. Mad that, innit? DayC playing 6D inverse Kaplunk. Ah, yeah. What's going on here? The double Spellbreaker. Let's keep it. I'm going to pretend to be mono red for a turn. It's going to happen. If I get a druid now, that'd be nice. Ooh, he goes to Lanoir. Oh, he's playing a similar thing to me. Oh, is he playing Sultai or is he playing Teema? He's playing Sultai. Fubuffup! The Lost! He draws a card because he is lost. 3 Chandra Mulligan, 3 Chainrilla. Oh! The NTGA shuffler. Hey Tink, how's it going, man? Turn 1 mounted to give him a PTSD. Exactly. Oh, it doesn't matter because he's got the turn 3 Chupacabra going. Hits me for 1. What a beast. Can I have a land, please? I wonder if he's just got double Chupacabra. That would be a meme, wouldn't it? Bet he has, you know. Bet he's got something. Oh. Oh, the Plague Crafter. Oh, yeah. Got the removal. 3 for 3. I wonder if he's got another one.
Oh, I'd have rolled to see you. Run away! Have at it, boys.
Now, if we can keep Domri alive, we might be okay. Or just a land would do. Oh my god, there's the double Chupacabra. This guy has had the absolute nuts draw. Just a land would do. Just a land. I'm actually not taking that much damage here because of the stuff that I've put out. Oh, I can't even play this. I don't think I can win that. At all. What happened there? What the fuck happened there? Just no land came out. Big memes. Large memes. Ramp memes. Do you think I should go to 25 land? I'm wondering whether I should go to 25 land and balance the forests out. What the fuck? What is this? Why? Why? I'm going to take blue out. Or at least I'm going to take one blue land out, and I'm going to take Bioessence Hydra out for something better. At some point anyway, whenever I get cards. I don't even know what to say about that hand. I mean, it couldn't be more garbage if it tried. Sure. This is like the absolute best we can do, right? Stomping Ground, pay 2, Arboreal, chuck the Root Bound out. See, the problem is, if we play Arboreal and we don't get lands, it's not the same as ramping, because the 1 mana stays there, right? The 1 mana stays there if you're playing the Llanowar. So you draw 1 more land, and you can just keep going, but with the Arboreal Grazer, you are reliant on lands coming through, so you need to play more lands. Game over. So we need to play more lands. We have had some seriously garbage draws. Absolutely garbage draws today. Like, really bad. Like, that is not the first time we've drawn, that is not the first time we've drawn double blue land in a hand at all. I might just go Stompy. I don't think this deck works anymore. We've been playing it for the last 4 days and not really gotten anywhere with it. We should be in Diamond by now. Like, this is just... it's not working. The amount of hours I put into this game, and I go all the way up to the top of gold and then sink all the way back down. I need a more consistent deck, I think. Let's have a look, see what's on the meta list. Have I seen the standard constructed 5-0 league decks? No. If you send me a link, I'll have a look, mate. Just sack it and come back to Artifact. What's Artifact, mate? Never heard of it. Some kind of dead game. Oh my god, this site is shit. It's so slow. Why does it take this long to load? Like, all of the deck lists are there, but it won't let me hover over any of the cards. This probably lists it better. Okay, let me have a look. Yeah, the goldfish link. That's what I want. So Esper, Demir, Azorius, Boris Feather. Yeah, this is about right. Yeah, this is pretty much the same. If you just go to if you just go to Dex, Metagame, and Standard, there was an event at the weekend. The first Standard event was at the weekend, so all of the top deck should be on there. I think Grixis... Oh, wait, it's changed. Oh no, there it is, Grixis. So the Grixis list came first at Richmond. Mono red mid-range with Ugin. Oh, that just sounds like pain. Mono red mid-range. I do not see this. Mono red aggro. Am I blind? I only see mono red aggro. On the Reddit link? Yeah, I only see mono red aggro. Oh, there we go. There it is. Chandra, Sarkhan, Ugin, and Blast Zone. I love all that. This guy is clearly as salty as I am over mono red aggro. The guy who wrote this does not like mono red aggro. Yeah, but it doesn't list the whole deck here. It only lists the war cards. Oh, so you have to actually go to the site. Oh, okay, fine. So, who ran that? Ponkless. It's 2 Chandra, 1 Khan, 3 Sarkhan, 2 Ugin, 4 Direfleet, 4 Chain Whirler, 4 Phoenix, 1 Siege Gang, 2 Fight with Fire, 5 damage to target creature, okay. And then 4 Lava Coil and 4 Shock and 4 Treasure Map. Sure. So you're using Treasure Map to ramp? Kinda. You just use it as a when you need it. So what's the goal of the deck then? You can make Planeswalkers dragons with Sarkhan, and you can make dragons. Ugin exiles the top card face down, puts a 2/2 colorless spirit creature token out. When it leaves, put the card into your hand or destroy target permanent that's 1 or more colors. This is weird. Yeah, I'm sitting here trying to figure it out, and I have no idea. It's not quick enough to be aggro. It says mid-range, but these creatures aren't really mid-range, are they? There's a 2/2, a 3/3, and a 2/1 in there. The only mid-range creature is Rekindling Phoenix. Mid-range Planeswalkers, I guess. Maybe that's just a thing now. Is there a main win con? I don't think so. I think it's just do good stuff, as mid-range does. Do good stuff, and try and win. Yeah, I think that's exactly what it is. I think it's just good stuff at mid-range costs. Just thought it was interesting. I think it's very interesting, yeah. Yeah, some interesting stuff in there. I wonder how long it'll be before there are just mono red killer decks. I don't think it's going to be long. I think someone's going to come up with an answer for them. It'll probably be like a mono black deck or something, or black white, where you just focus on getting rid of their creatures first and then slamming down planeswalkers that gradually chip away at them and just keep things off the board. I feel like I fucked up my deck here, but I haven't played it enough to know. You gotta be a black-white lifelink swarm. My idea would be having a lifelink token. Should we see if we can make it? Should we see if we can do something? Eternal Thirst! I just don't know if I have the energy to make a white deck. I reckon we could do something. I just don't know what it is yet. I don't know enough about white to kill it. These are awesome. I love these. I think these would be good in a deck. Banehounds. Could make our own, like, aggro deck. Do black-white. Do I want to scrim versus mono red with the new deck iteration? It sounds like the sensible idea, but I think I might rip my own head off if I have to play mono red again without, like, having a tactic against it. It's just it's really getting me down. It's really getting me down. To the point where I want to go back to Esper again, because that could kill it. 80%, that's probably about right, you know. First Strike, Vigilance, Lifelink. Is Red Deck Wins good in best of 3? It must be, because it's still seeing massive tournament play. It's just absolutely dominating. This has got to be a must-have, right? But I only have 2 of these. I only have 2 of these. Oh, I can tell already I do not have the cards for this. Let me move my chat out of the way. Lifelink. I think these are sweet. Turn 1 Banehounds. No, I have I had nowhere near the cards to build this at all. Absolutely nothing. Just don't have anything in those colours really, unless it's for Esper. Did I make this? No. This is one of the default decks. I am considering going back to Esper. I want a deck that can actually do stuff. I do like the Pig God. It's fun, but it's not sustainable in a mono red environment. It's just not. Mono red's too quick, too powerful. It has everything. It has speed. It has strength. It has versatility. It has everything on its side. I'm surprised it has been allowed to go on for so long, to be honest. I like the fact that mono red is there to give accessibility to new players, but when it can do literally everything, I think it's kinda... yeah... something needs to stop. It's like... control always shuts down aggro in a meta over long term. I mean, mono red's proven that wrong. It's seeing best of 3 event plays. It's getting top 8s. It's doing well. So that's not actually the case. I kind of want to play Grixis. I kind of like those new Grixis lists, but I feel playing that new Bolus is just bullshit. Like 5 mana for that thing just feels dirty. It doesn't feel fun. It feels like I go, here's my thing, now you deal with it. But in a very uninteractive way. Because I'm going to make you exile something off the board with it. That's kind of why I stopped playing Esper, was because I felt like it was just me in the game at most of the time. Boros Feather's interesting. Yeah, I know. Bant mid-range. Chandra's good, man. Chandra's really good. I way underestimated Chandra. But you see, like, Bant mid-range just does exactly what mine does, but with white instead of red. There's no, like... There's no, like, difference here. So I'm just going to be going turn 1 Lanoir, turn 2... Incubation Druid or whatever. I wonder if I should try and fit in Growth Chamber Guardian. This is broken and worse than Vivian. What, worse as in too strong or worse as in shit? Too strong. I don't think Vivian's too strong, right? Not seeing that much play. Orzhov Knight, that's the black-white deck that we've seen with Knight of Grace and Knight of Malice in it. And Gideon. But we beat that plenty of times. So the grazers don't work. They just don't work. We've seen that. So the problem is if you don't draw the lands... Oh, can I just craft an extra one of them so I don't have to look at the split list? Double incubation druid. Maybe this isn't the right thing. Maybe the Steel Leaf Champion isn't the right thing. Maybe it's... Maybe it should be these. That's what Bant does. Bant runs Growth Chamber Guardian. Does that really work? Does that really work? It must do. If there's a proper list on here. This got 6th at Richmond. And he runs 4 of these. He also runs Vivian as well. Maybe Vivian is just that good. Make house creatures as though they had flash. Give target creature reach and vigilance. Vivian doesn't see much play. This is the only list I can see it in. It's banned. What else is it in? Is it in Sultai? That's the old Vivian in Sultai. It's not in Gruul. That's the only list I can see it in. Scroll down. What am I scrolling down for? Sorry. What am I missing here? This is the old Vivian, not the new one. Recent decks. No, that's not the new one. There's a new Vivian. There's a 3-cost Vivian. This is Vivian Reed from M19. Sorry. Let me find the other one. Vivian Champion of the Wilds. It's the one I'm talking about. Oh, it is in Gruul, actually. It is in Gruul. There's 2 of them in the sideboard. And Bant mid-range. Oh, I assumed he was talking about the new one. I assumed he was talking about the new one, but maybe he wasn't. He was on about the old one. Oh, right, okay. I didn't know that one was that powerful, really. I know it was strong, but at the time it was strong anyway, but this new set has, like... has changed everything. It's so powerful. So many cards in it that I see him play. But 6th place at a very recent event is pretty good. At a big event as well. But that's all we've got to go off, right? That's all we've got to go off. Starts on such high loyalty you have to deal with it. Yeah, it starts on 4, doesn't it? And then you can +1 it to 5. Oh, on 5. Oh, right, sorry. I'm still looking at the new one. Both Teferis are bullshit. New Lily's bullshit, yeah, New Bolus is bullshit. The problem is we've had one set that's been an enormous power spike and nothing else to back it up. So some decks have really benefited from it, and other decks are just kind of left in the lurch a bit. Higgy says, yeah, if you use a spell on it after you've already killed something with it, then you've already traded up for it. Mono red decks running menu cards. Only Chandra, I think. Mono red aggro doesn't run anything new apart from Chandra. Oh, Sarkhan runs Sarkhan as well. I think you just pick between the two. Pick one of the two, and then the rest is exactly the same. Which is quite telling to say, like, all the other decks got pushed out the meta, except for Esper Control, which is just an archetype, really not a specific deck. But Mono Red aggro pretty much stays the same. I'm a bit lost with this deck now. I will never run Red Deck Wins, ever. I will never stoop to that level. I don't know what to do with this deck anymore. I think I need to have a strong think about it and see whether... I think my main issue is if the pig had come out in the previous set, then like I think I could have made it work because the meta was a lot slower, right? But I don't know whether ramp is fast enough to deal with the new set. I don't know whether it's fast enough to deal with the new set. I've also in the back of my mind got that pod deck that I wanted to build. I'm not sure whether I should maybe try and do that. I'm kind of, I really like this deck. It got me very far, but that was towards the end of last season. And I just, with the amount of mono red, I just don't think it can handle it. I don't think it can deal with it. Higgy says, it's not just mono red that's fast anymore, like you suggested. Weenies, Rakdos, Azorius are all speedy decks now. Well, even like, even when you look at Control runs a bunch of... It used to run a bunch of 3 to 4 cost removal spells. Now it runs a bunch of 2 cost removal spells. So even like Control has gotten more efficient. And I don't think there's enough support for ramp to make it like... it needs to be stickier, right? So it needs to, things need to stick around, or you need to be able to push ramp through, like rampant growth or something. I tell you what I do like. I do like that Judith deck. That's pretty cool. The Boros deck's really nice as well. Boros feathers. Maybe we just do that then. Maybe we just make an aggro deck, find an aggro deck that we like, and run it. I just don't want to play mono red. That's all. Oh, you're going to be playing Judith as well. Nice. Judith doesn't seem to be on this list. Found the black-white answer to aggro. What is it? Let's have a look. Oh, this is knights, yeah. Only appeared in the classic event, not the open. Yeah, I had a look at knights. I don't know whether it's the answer, really. These do have first strike, I guess, so yeah. But they don't have hexproof from red. That's the issue. So they just get zapped and moved out of the way. Hexproof on the early black. Only from white. Only from white or black, depending on which one you're using. Not from red. Yeah. So that's my issue. That deck looks perfect, apart from it doesn't have hexproof from red. So those the shocks still get through, the lightning strikes still get through, and that was the issue in the first place. What else have we got on here? Bant mid-range looks like my kind of deck. I wonder if I can put enough stuff together for that. Probably not, because Aketra is a mythic. I could start to build it though. Hey Visu, how's it going, man? How goes the ranking? Not well, mate, not well. We sank all the way to bottom of gold 2, so we're nearly back in gold 3 again. Stopped playing for most of the night now. Just getting destroyed by mono red, so need to find a new deck to play, really. I don't think this can survive in the current meta. Weenies gets destroyed by Chain Whirler. I know, see that's the issue, is that not all weenie decks are equal. You've got all these really good ideas in the other weenie decks that all get shut down by Goblin Chain Whirler. Drop Chain Whirler, win. Dead easy. White weenies do have some stuff, yeah. How much can I build of Bant mid-range? How's your weekend, Visu? So I've got the early stuff, that's good. Missing one Krasis. Got both of the deputies. So I'd need one more of those. I'd need one more Krasis. I got Frilled Mystic. Certainly have. Frilled Mystic is hard as anything. That card is so bull. Visa says chill, sister's moving down south, so just doing stuff with that. Nice. Good stuff, man. shall I? So I need 2 shall I? 3 Oketra. I do have 1, but I need another 2 to round the deck off. And then 3 to Fairy Time Raveler. Fairy. Got those bad boys. Look at that. A playset of them things. And then 4 Vivian. The new one. Yeah. Which I have. So I'm only a few cards off it, right? It's not that bad. 1 Krasis, 2 Ketra, 1 Shalai, 1 Knight of the Autumn. Shouldn't have used that mythic rare wild card. Ah. What list is this? So this is the Bant list that came 6th at the Open in Richmond. It's just a mid-range. It's just mid-range Bant. Mind explaining this banter to me? Well, I assume it revolves around getting a Ketra out and playing creatures. This is a pretty sweet card, gives everything hexproof. That's pretty nice, actually. And it's got a big body as well. So they have to kill this to stop everything else having hexproof. Ah, yes, I can see why this gets played now. This, I think, is an overrated card, to be honest, but because you can make it a 4-3, but it just gets zapped, right? But you can destroy Search for Escanto with it. You can use it to survive if you need to. So it's pretty good for that. Deputy of Detention can actually be a board clear against mono red sometimes, especially if they go multiple creatures. You just go get rid of them all. Four life and a blocker against red seems good, yeah. And then I guess you use the ramp and incubation druids to get to Krasis and deal with that. I sort of like gain life back and get flyers and stuff like that, so it makes sense. Doesn't run any spells though, so I don't see how useful Teferi is. I guess it stops aggro decks playing spells on, you know, your turn or whatever. Interesting. So what lands do we need for this one? We need Hallowed Fountain, Temple Garden. Temple. Ooh, I don't have any Temple Garden. So I'd have to craft 4 Temple Gardens. Oh yeah, this is starting to get expensive now. I only need 3 Sunpetal Groves. Four Hinterland Harbour. 2 Glacial Fortress. And 3 Forest. So that's what I'd have to run. Oh. What am I missing off that list? There's only 56. Oh, the breeding pool. So that's what I'd have to run. How was that invalid? Oh, just because I haven't crafted it. Right, okay, sure. Gutterbones is nasty, man. It's one of the most irritating cards. Like, it just never goes away. It is genuinely. It's not like overly. It's not like OP or anything. It's just really annoying. It's a bit like this actually. I've noticed this has become incredibly annoying as well. But it's always there. Yeah, just can't get away from it. So that's the Bant mid-range list. Maybe I build into that next. Goodness me, that is a lot of rare wild cards that I need. Then should we update our Esper list? There's got to be an updated Esper list out there, isn't there? Oh, here we go. One Liliana, so it runs the 4 Teferis, but then 1 new Teferi, 1 new Narset, and 1 Liliana. Go back to it and make us miserable. Yeah, like, I'm used to Esper. I like it, it's comfortable, it gives me options, it makes me think about the plays and stuff. I just feel like the 4 Teferis was just mind-numbingly boring. Because it's just like, right, how do we win? Well, we're gonna loop Teferi into itself until we remove enough permanence for them to not be able to do anything, and then mill them out. Just incredibly dull. Narset and Teferi. Oh, I don't have the new Narset. Oh, it's only an uncommon. I got plenty for that. Just the rares and mythic rares that I'm running out of. And then what other cards did this list run? So this was 4th place at the Classic, not at the Open. 2 Cast Down, 2 Dovine's Veto. Oh, that Dovine's Veto looks magical. So, 2 Cast Down, 2 Dovine's Veto, 1 Moment of Craving. I assume we still run 4 Thought Erasure here, because that card is mental. 3 Absorb, 2 Cry. Yeah, 3 Absorb, 2 Cry. And then do we take... Kaya needs to come out. 2 Mortify, 3 Chemist's Insight. Only 2 Mortify? Is that correct? Yeah, only 2 Mortify. I feel this is missing cards. There's new cards out that would do really well here. Three Vasca's Contempt it runs as well. It doesn't run any Search for Esconta? Oh no, it does. Runs 2. So what else am I running here? Just think about the fun you'll have ruining the players next 30 minutes. You like having arms. VC's Destroyer of Arms is here. Take the negates out because we've got the Dovian's Veto, we don't need those. That's just it, we just need the one Vraska's Contempt. I feel like though that there's other I'm sure there's other spells. That are getting used elsewhere. Like Tyrant Scorn. That seems pretty damn good. Oh. Right, so I'm gonna clone. Where's After Control gone? There it is. I'm gonna clone this. I'm gonna make something called Esper versus Aggro. And I'm gonna try and like build this to the meta. So we could go. Could probably drop the Mortify, right? I think. This is really good as well. When are you resubbing for BBB? Never. Yeah, nobody resubbing for BFA, man. Nobody is. So this is pretty good, right? This is like selection. $62 cards here, so what do I even remove? Dovian's Veto, maybe? Leaves me open to control decks. Yeah, Esper with some fuck you red cards. Hey Rick, how's it going, man? You doing okay? Yeah, I think so. And Tyrant Scorn works well into that. I think this is a one-of. I don't think we need two of this. Actually, maybe that's not even that good. Maybe that's not that good in this deck because we have access to white. Too slow, I think. Chromium sucks, put him in. He totally hasn't won single handedly won games before. Yeah. Big God has failed us. Big God unfortunately has failed us, it seems. It just doesn't seem to hold the weight it did at the end of last season. Davriel. What are you begging, man? What are you begging? That's a pretty sweet card. Oh, that's what that That's what this Demir deck runs, right? That might be fast enough to keep up. Demir control. I don't have 2 Lilianas, though. Oh, it doesn't even run it anymore. Latest list doesn't even run it. So I'm just going to tweak this. I'm not even sure what I should take out. Or what I even want to put in. Sixers game 5 tonight, nice, yeah. Hopefully you don't choke tonight, can't be dealing with Steve's smug face on Friday. No, you need to give him the DayC evil emote in real life. When he walks through the door, have your back to him, and then give him the DayC evil. I kind of want it, but I also like seeing him upset. Yeah, I'm going to give the Esper a whirl shortly, just for 15 minutes before I go off. I'm just making sure I've got the land I want in here, really. Because I don't think I ever finished the land off. Four of all the multi-lands, really, in it. And then one of each. One island, one swamp. There we go. So at least we'll have the multi-lands. Because I think this might just give me a little bit of an edge between this and the double moment of craving and the double cast down. I've only got 2 Vraska's Contempt, but that should be okay. Should we try it? Tom would definitely be a mill player. Oh god, god. Would be most suffering. 100% suffer. So what do we got here? We've got a cast down to protect and a Dervine's Veto we can hold up. They get the play. Mono red? Oh, it's white weenie. Okay. Using Nissa Avatar to throw them off the S%. Expert move, yeah. Nice, white weenie. White weenie. Maybe the Dovine's veto should just go, to be honest. Because if we're facing lots of... First time seeing me smile. I feel like I'm really down in the dumps about this pig god deck not working, you know, because it feels like it did so well, and now it just feels like the meta has changed to the point where, like, I can't keep up. So what happened? I'll just read through the text, man. Explained it all. We switched decks because pig god's shit. Yeah, pass. Everything is on fire. No deck is good against red. I'm sure there is a deck that's good against red out there. Other mono red decks. Play Chain Whirler, win. No, Pig God was fine. It just Pig God just can't keep up with red deck wins because you need to get the early ramp out. That's why I should have held up. I'm gonna get battered now, I think. That's not enough now. I think the ranking system puts you against, like, it must put you against decks that have like a competitive win rate against you or something. It must do. Because, like, I barely see Esper at all. Barely ever see it. We're dead. Unless we get Kaya's Wrath off the top. Needed a Kaya's Wrath to win. Done. Down to gold tier 3. Yay! Should have held up Devine's veto. That's what I should have done. Should have taken the damage and held up Devine's veto. I mean, that's a really good opening hand, but I need a land off the top. Oh, just keep it. We're gonna lose anyway. Let's get the Drown Catacomb out, and then hopefully we'll get like a shock land off the top. Oh, here he is, the man himself. Double Vraska's Contempt, the only two in the deck. Double shock. get rid of one thing. That play was shocking. Huh. Oh, really? He didn't cast the other one? Oh, seriously? I don't have enough land. I don't have enough. He has mana for strike, but I had mana up for veto. I just assumed that he would play it and he didn't counter it. Whereas at least if I'd played it last turn, I could have played Vraska's Contempt this turn, gone up to 3. I still would have lost, but at least I would have done better. Can't wait to hit gold 4-0 notches. Looking forward to that. So I know why the Dovine veto is in here now. It's just enough to stop things coming through. I'm sure I have 2 Cry of the Carnariums in here. I'm sure I have 3 Kaya's Wrath in here. Oh look, there's one in the opening hand. Hallowed Fountain. Hey, at least we're going to get, like, mana going this turn. I can actually get rid of this. This is going down first, though. Getting that down there. Take the 2 off him. Sure. Can't hold the counter spell up, so I need to get rid of something. Need to get rid of this because this makes the counter spell 1 more. I nearly fell into that trap last time. Well, we're still playing against aggro decks, which is good. Oh wow, really didn't want that. Probably a Johnny. Oh, off the top of the deck, nice. Clear that up. Gets a token, hopefully place that Loxodon and we can just wipe it out. He does. Get rid of that this turn. Double Kaya's Wrath. At least hold some kind of board state now. Got the Absorb we can play. And then maybe we'll get a thing down. Oh good god. Sure. So, Teferi, he just plays the Conclave, right? Don't have any other play though, so we shall see what we get.
This isn't a fight you can win. Hurry!
Okay. We will... Oh, you don't have the arrow pointer for this anymore. That's interesting. So you're probably just conclaves here, I think. Seems like the best bet. Teferi is back. Back again. There's the conclave. So that gets rid of Teferi. Sure.
This is hardly my worst defeat.
And then the marshal probably goes here, I think. Takes the damage down to 2 rather than 6. So this survives a turn. It will flip, which is good. If it survives a turn, he would have to have a third conclave.
I march into battle as your champion of justice.
You can't do -6 on that yet.
I will lend you my strength.
Gives this life link. So he's trying to bank as much life as he can for the win. Yeah. 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 Get rid. Dave's doing Esperino things. Oh yeah. We'll look something up in the next turn. Still got plenty of life left. Top tier Esper memes. 6D inverse drafts. Obviously can't do it to himself. Nice. Take this. This won't destroy him because obviously he's indestructible, but we could send him back to hand. It's at least a combat trick in the next turn. Giraffes. Oh, drafts. Giraffes. Drafts. Oh, awesome. Sure.
I believe in you, friend.
It's giraffes, lad. That's exactly what it is. have a Gideon back.
I will defend the weak at every opportunity. I believe in you.
One. Do we want to get rid of it with Kaya's Wrath? Probably not, right? We want to try and get the Azcanta going. You get wrecked and steal each other's bit. I bet that's already out there.
Your light will cleave the darkness.
Gave it vigilance. Yeah, makes sense. Sure, the Tithe Taker. Oh, yes. Get rid of Gideon. Thank you, Lord. Thank goodness. Put that swamp to the bin. We don't need no swamp. We've got 3 mana left up for an Azcanta at the end of this turn. Use Teferi's -3 to kill that.
I know, Myron, you need to slow down.
Slow down. Was that the pandas out of WoW? When you walk past them and they're like, "Be slow."
Keep up the
Either
pace.
that. They did the voiceover for Lawmaster's show. Slow down. Ah, yes, he conceded out of pure frustration. Good. Right. Hey, at least it works. That's the good thing, right? We got there. I love Esper. Esper's so good. It requires an enormous amount of skill. Incredible brain power. Superior intellect. Going with boredom since 1992. Oh, yeah. You know it, man. You know it. And you love it. Right, guys. Sorry, it was a bit of a slow stream today. I did say it was going to be a chill one anyway. It's going to take you 45 days to get that attack with 45 creatures done. Especially with Esper. Yeah, that's true. I might change that. Slow stream. Should I change this? I think we should probably change that, shouldn't we? 20 black or red spells. That'll sit there till tomorrow. Cool. Right. So tomorrow we'll probably pick up where we left off with this deck and keep playing this a little bit. So sideboarding some thieves, yeah. Some hostage takers and some thieves. Put a Lyra in there. So yeah, we'll catch up with this deck tomorrow, I think. Sorry it was a bit slow today. I kind of had that feeling that I was going to come on and get battered again by mono red, so I think we'll probably move away from the Pig God deck. Stick with Esper for now, and then see what the future holds. See if any new decks come to light. I like the look of that Bant mid range. That looks pretty good. So maybe we play that at some point in the future when we have more wild cards. Okay, guys. Thanks for coming out, everyone, and I will hopefully see you same time tomorrow. See you in a bit.